is Reagan May and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my January reset. This is different from my 2023 reset because my monthly resets are the ways that I'm going to be keeping up with my goals, my habits, my budget, and everything like that. So in today's video, we're just starting fresh. We're not going to be really reflecting on anything. We're mostly going to be looking forward since it's the new year. And December was not like the greatest month to reflect in terms of budget and goals because it was just a hectic month and it was really hard to keep track of everything, and it was an amazing month. It was like my top month of the year, but in terms of like this and monthly resets, it wasn't so great. So we're just gonna start fresh and we're just going to talk about goals for January. We're gonna do financial, health and wellness, and spiritual goals for the month of January specifically. Then we're gonna go through my budget and how I set that up. I got a new budgeting template from Carter Sullivan's video and I absolutely love it, and it's made me so excited for the new year. So I'm gonna go through how I set up my budget. Most months we will be reflecting on the previous month, but I just wanted it to be a fresh start. It's January of 2023, a new year, a new month. So we're just starting fresh, and then from here on out, we will reflect and hold ourselves accountable and just look at the previous month as well. Let's talk about financial goals for January. My first financial goal is to save $400 for my emergency fund, and my second one is to save $500 for my car down payment. Now I'm gonna do $500 for my car because we have a little bit of extra wedding money still coming in here and there. We are prioritizing the car over everything else because we don't know when we need it. The next goal is my no spend January, and I am so excited about the no spend January. I've never done one of these challenges, and if you don't know, it's a challenge where you kind of pick your own rules. You pick a few things that you kind of are problem areas that you don't want to spend in order to break a habit and in order to save more money. I have some bad habits that I need to break, and so starting the year with a no spend I think will really help me in that, and me and Aaron have kind of sat down and decided how we want to do that, and I'm really excited. The next goal is to cut down eating out, and what I want is to spend less than $75 eating out. I really want to not be spending money eating out, but if I'm just like honest, I'm gonna do it. And so I really want to work on cutting that down. Overall, I need to be eating out less and cooking more. There's days where I don't feel good and Aaron had a long day that we do just go to town and grab some food, but I want it to be way less of a thing. And I would love to get it to where we only eat out 2 times a month. That's like, I feel like a great place to start. And so we only gave ourselves $75 to eat out. We have been spending like $200 eating out or more a month, but $75 really limits what you can do with eating out. My last financial goal is to just simply track my money better. I have been having a hard time with Mint a little bit, and I really do like them. I think it's me not staying on top of it. I want to do better about weekly going into Mint and going and writing in what the expenses are, because it just says like Amazon, Venmo, this, and like it's at the end of the month, I'm like, I don't really know what this was for. So for me, I want to weekly go in and write because it'll be fresh on my mind, and clean it up, clean up the transfers, and just be more organized with it. My overall intention is to spend less and save more. Very simple. Y'all all know this about me. I've said it 1,000 times. Now let's go into my health and wellness goals. This one is the longest list of them all because I really want to start taking care of my health again. A lot of them are the same as December. I honestly didn't do great because I was out of town for like half the month, and it was just really hard to start new habits when there was a wedding and a honeymoon and Christmas and traveling, and it was really a hard month to start habits, but I have a few new ones as well. So I want to drink 60 ounces of water. That's the same as last time. I have been drinking probably 30 ounces of water, which is more than I was. That sounds like a little number, but I have been better about it. Next thing is I want to do my therapy 3 times a week. I was doing so good at this before I went out of town, and then when I got back, I've had a migraine since I've gotten back, and it's really hard to do it. The next one is to have 2 date nights this month. I said that in my 2023 goals that is a goal of mine, and this is the first month that we'll be married and everything will be normal, so I'm really excited about going on that date night. The next one is to read 5 minutes every single night. Again, I was doing really good at this before I went out of town, and then I haven't read since. So that is my goal, and I really think I can do it. The next one is to shut off my electronics at 9 p.m. and do my night routine. I have been good at going to bed earlier, but I haven't necessarily cut off electronics, and I haven't necessarily done my routine. So that is kind of a thing that I want to do in January. The next goal is to stick to my routines, and I wrote specifically morning, night, weekly, and cleaning. So I set a morning and a night routine, and then I also set kind of a weekly reset routine. And the last one I want to set is my cleaning weekly routine. I actually haven't created it yet. I need to do that, but I need my house to be cleaner. I need my routines to be better. I need my days to be more stable instead of like up here then down here, and then like I need it to level out, and so routines are a big way to do that. The next one is to apply to 5 internships. So I'm actually graduating in August, and I would like to have an internship either in the spring or the summer just to get some experience. I'm a general studies major, and that doesn't give you a lot of like specification, and so I think an internship would really help. And the last one is to train Lincoln 3 times a week. So little Lincoln is my dog, and he has been crazy lately, and I know I've been gone a lot, so I really want to start training. We're gonna start doing that 3 times a week right when I get home from work every single day at 5. The last thing is my spiritual goals. I just have a few on here. The main thing is me and Aaron are starting a Bible reading plan, and we're doing a yearly one. I've never done a full year reading plan, and I've never stuck to it, so I want to do that every single day in January. Baby steps, guys. I can't say I'm gonna do something for a whole year, but I can say I'm gonna do it for 30 days, and that's what I'm doing. The next one is to pray first. Like right when I wake up, pray. And I feel like it's easy to reach for my phone. It's easy to start my YouTube, grab my laptop, or do whatever. And I want prayer to be I want it to be a habit to go to prayer first. Like whether that's in the morning when something happens, when I'm feeling overwhelmed, when I'm feeling happy, I want that to be like my first response. And so that is like intentionally set up, like let that be the first thing I do in the morning. The next thing is to implement Sabbath on Saturday mornings. I'm doing it. This Saturday is the first Saturday I'm going to be doing it. It's just been a rough week, and I've been so tired and I can't do anything, and so I think these Sabbath rest days are really going to help me in that. The last one is no social media on Saturday mornings, which that's part of like a Sabbath, but I specifically wanted to do that. No checking YouTube, no checking Instagram, no Facebook, nothing, Snapchat. I'm off of it. And my spiritual intention is to be more intentional about being passionate about God. I feel like being passionate isn't just a feeling, it's also something you create, and spending more time with Him and like doing little intentional things is going to grow passion, and so that's kind of my intention. So that is my goals for January. They are all based on my 2023 goals, and if you saw that video, I hope you can kind of see the connection between them all. They're all just smaller ways to achieve those goals. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and set our budget for the month. So the template that I used was from Carter Sullivan's video. She was setting up her finances for the new year, and I went and bought the budget template, and at first I was like, this is expensive, but I adore it. I love it. And to me, it really organizes my finances in a really simple way. You can also keep track of your net worth, which I absolutely love. You do this every single month, and I love it because it keeps track of everything. You can see from month to month the difference in your checking account, your net worth, and I just love that portion of it. And so that's one of the things I do monthly, is filling that out. We're just gonna go ahead and go onto the monthly budgeting template, and I will break down how I set my budget for January of 2023. Okay, so when your monthly dashboard comes up, the only thing that is automatically put in there is your bills. And that is why you like set them up, because your bills are supposed to be things that are the same every single month. And so it automatically puts that in there because obviously like you have to pay your bills. So what I do first is go and put in my income. So Aaron's gonna make 29, I'm gonna make 300. And my Venmo section is because me and my sister and her husband actually all have a family plan for our phone, and she just Venmos me her portion of it. So I like to put the whole bill in there, and then just that she Venmos me that portion. And then extra, we have a little bit of money that's coming in that's not really like necessarily our income. So our total income for the month is our total income is $34,040. And like I said, we live off a very low income. I barely work, like if you even call it working. I help my dad out, but after I put that in, now I like to go straight down to my savings and pay myself first. So I put in all my goals and my sinking funds. So $400 for my emergency, $500 for my car savings. My trip savings, I'm doing $100 a month because we have a trip coming up. And then clothes is $40, haircuts $20. Lincoln, I save $100 because Lincoln's expensive. That's for his food that we buy every 2 months. That's for his grooming, for his vet appointments and everything like that. Utilities, I only save $30. Generous, I just do $30. I know that's not that generous, but that one is like if we go out to eat and me and Aaron say like, oh, this is on us. Or if I buy someone's coffee, or if I want to buy someone a little gift, like I want to be more generous. And if I don't put it in my budget, I feel like I'm like, oh no, it's not in the budget, but I'm more generous, even if it's just $30. Home is $30. My MacBook, I'm saving up for a desktop Mac. And so I'm saving $100 for that. And then books, we're doing $40, that's for school. And then car funds is $40, and that's for registration, oil changes, everything like that. It's pretty cheap for us because we only have one smaller car. Now I can see I have $861, and I'm gonna go back up to expenses and kind of play with numbers until I hit that $0. So I kind of know my numbers because I've played with it a lot, but we're gonna do $300 for groceries, $75 for eating out. We're really trying to cut that down. Gas, we have to do quite a bit of gas because Aaron works so far away. So our gas bill is $200, and I think that will be totally fine though. Me and Aaron both get $50 of spending, and date night is going to be $75 that we have per month to do our 2 date nights. Lincoln, I save $30 for him a month in addition to what I save because that's for like treats and if I buy him a toy or something like that. Medical, we actually do $0. And then miscellaneous, I like to just go back and look at what I have left. So I have $81 left, and I just put that full $81 into miscellaneous. If it's over 100, I'll go and put it into like my car savings or something like that. But since it's only $81, that's what I like to do. So that is my whole monthly budget and how I kind of do that. For investments, I actually don't put those numbers in there because they're automatically taken out prior to his pay like coming in. And debt payoff, we're actually not doing anything extra with that. So down at the bottom, there is a very organized place to keep track of your transactions. And my plan is to come every week and put in our transactions because they're fresh on the mind, like I said earlier, and kind of go through Mint and organize them, then put them in here. So at the end of the month, it's really easy to keep track of stuff. So that is my January budget. I'm really excited that this month is going to be just normal and like nothing crazy is going on because we can finally just set a budget and stick to it, and there's not so many like crazy things, expenses, traveling. Like it's just so hard to change habits and budget and stuff like that when you have such a crazy month, especially when you're just starting it. So I'm really excited for January. The next thing I like to do each and every month is go through all of my accounts, go through all of your accounts and make sure that you know what is in each account. So what's in your vault, what's in your checkings, what's in your savings, what's on your cards. I like to go and pay off all of my cards when I do this to make sure that I'm starting at $0 each and every month. That's really important to me. So I like to go on my Capital One app and make sure that's at $0, and then my Discover app as well. I like to make sure that that's at $0. And for me, it's just a really important way because if you say that you have $500 in your checking account, but you have $300 on your card and you didn't check and you didn't pay that off, you're already starting the month like off with your numbers. So I like to just kind of make sure I know. Okay guys, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry if I was scatterbrained. I still have my migraine and I'm like out here trying my best, but mostly it was a budget with me for January and just kind of setting that up and setting up the new template that I have that I absolutely adore and love. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all later. Bye guys.